Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of November 26th through December the 9th, 2024. This is a reading if you're Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, or have another significant Pisces placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. If you are interested in doing readings with me, spiritual coaching, I do Reiki and Rahani healing, offer other services as well, connected to astrology, coaching, things like that. Do check the link in the website of my website, which is in the description box below. And also I'll have a link to my gift cards. I'm doing a Black Friday sale for the next week or so, where if you want to book a reading with me or get a gift card for a reading for yourself or for somebody else, I'm doing $20 off readings for the next, for a 30-minute reading for this kind of Black Friday season. So yeah, so if that interests you, definitely check that out. Also, I have a link to my Instagram down there. I list my Instagram handle. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I do something called Morning Coffee with Breege every day, where I also do a daily tarot reading and talk about the latest astrology and some coaching topics and things. So, we have a little group that joins that every day. You might want to join in as well. Usually it's 7 a.m. If not, the recordings are on Instagram. And also I upload the recordings periodically here to this channel as well. Okay, so with all of that business out of the way, we are moving into a period of slowdown. We've got Mercury going retrograde. We've got Mars going retrograde, I think on the 6th or 7th of December. Mercury retrograde goes retro as of today. I'm recording this on November the 25th. I'm a little late recording these just because I've had so much going on. But yeah, but that's, so as of around 9:30ish tonight, Mercury goes retrograde, and that's Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, so by tomorrow, well, by the time you watch this, certainly Mercury will be going retrograde. And so that slows down. It screws up communications, can screw up travel, not great for a time for signing contracts, not a good time to buy new technology. Obviously, if you have to do those things, then you have to, but just be aware that there could be some issues if you do that, or contracts you want to read very, very carefully. When Mars goes retrograde, then that, whatever action we've been doing, however, we have been trying to move ahead with certain things, whatever momentum we've had may start to slow down. We may find that we hit a wall or that things are delayed. So yeah, I mean, Saturn did go direct in the middle of November, so that was good, but we're going to be, at least for temporarily, we're going to be having this slowdown. Mercury goes direct again after the 15th of December. So, but we'll have post-shadow probably through most of the rest of December. So, yeah, only seems to happen around this time of year. But we've had a very, very active astrological season for the last couple of months. So I think a lot of us are kind of reeling from that. If I jump right into your reading, okay, now this is a pretty good reading. Now, this is interesting. Those of you who are looking for love, you have the Twins card in the 7th house. So there could be a significant relationship. Those of you not looking for love, this could be a business partnership, or a contractual relationship or something. Usually there's a legal aspect to the relationships in the 7th house, but we are definitely seeing a relationship here. I am going to clarify with the tarot cards. These are my Way of Cartouche deck, for those of you who are not familiar with my channel. And I clarify with tarot, and this week we are going to use the Mystical Cats Tarot, which has already been shuffled and cut. I'm just looking at this before I lay these out. Does seem like there's going to be some short distance travel. Maybe some of you are traveling for the holidays if you're in the USA. But this definitely indicates safety during travel, so that's definitely good news at this time of year. But there also could be some boundary setting right now. Like, you may be, trying to shield yourself from social media and from news and from other things when Anubis shows up here. And probably not a bad idea. I think, there's going to be a lot of misinformation that's still going on around at this time. So we want to be aware of that. If anybody's dealing with legal matters, you've got Crook and Flail in the 9th house, okay? So this is usually bodes very well. Like if you are, if you're having a legal, if you're going to court for something or there's some kind of legal work that's going on, this indicates things going well or being on the right side of the law. This is the house, this is Sagittarius, so this is the house of expansion, Jupiter energy. It can be long distance travel, it can be higher education. So maybe some of you are getting a promotion or raise in status. Maybe some of you are completing a degree or something like that. This also has to do with spirituality, so I don't know if this is going to be a higher level of commitment or uptick in that, if somebody's, joining a church or a group or having an initiation or something. I don't know. There's definitely this sense of an uptick in status, or also of being on the right side of things in legal matters and having legal matters go well. So take that as it resonates there. We are going to clarify here. Now, okay, so you may have been secretly worried here. You've got Lotus in the 12th house, so you may be anxious about some things. Maybe this is something you're trying to keep hidden from other people, because certainly the way you're presenting yourself is as somebody who is, happy, rested, successful, overcoming obstacles. Wing disc in the first house is sun energy, solar energy. So certainly you seem to be recognized for your efforts, and certainly you are coming across as somebody who is very successful or who has overcome obstacles. You do have air in the house of transformation. So this does seem to indicate not only change, it can be quick change, but also messages. I always feel like this shows up when there's messages from spirit in the 8th house, like somebody somewhere is trying to get your attention. But yeah, this definitely, certainly if that's not the case, there's definitely a sense with air in the 8th house that there is movement and change afoot. But air is usually a kind of change that's a little more lightweight, okay? But again, do remember Mercury is in retrograde, so this may be something that's happening quite slowly. Yeah, you do have water overall, so there's definitely this sense of you're going with the flow. Whatever feels stagnant right now, there definitely seems like there's going to be change. I'm seeing some challenges, possibly either for health or job in the 6th house here. Pyramid seems to indicate a situation that will improve or be better with time. So I don't know, there could be something right now where you are waiting for something to happen and it's not yet. You do have Bast in the 10th house of your career, legacy, and things like that. So with Bastet here, I think you are being, I don't know, again, this is this idea of being very visible to people, this is a card of friendship, this is a card of collaboration, card of happiness. Some of you may be in a creative career. That's entirely possible here with Bast in the 10th house. Does not have to be the case. But there is definitely a sense here of, I always see Bast as a card of celebration, of people getting together, of managing people in the right way, a lot of sociability or a lot of visibility here. So yeah, definitely we're looking to be more visible to people. This definitely seems to be a thing. You've got Hathor in your house of Aquarian energy, which is the 11th house. So when Hathor shows up in the 11th house, this could be a significant female friend, okay? That is entirely possible because this is a very feminine card. But Hathor can also just indicate that you are getting things organized, clearing out clutter, getting the finances in order, doing things that are going to enable you to reach your goals. But right now, this may be more of a case of let's clean up old business before we start new. And money, yeah, it does seem like, maybe there's been a little bit of endurance, maybe a little bit of jockeying of money with Sirius here. But whatever it is, it's something, it doesn't seem to be something that you can't handle. Sometimes there's a need to think differently about money or differently about a situation in order to solve a problem. Horus, you've got in the 4th house. So at least initially on the outset, this looks to me like, harmonious family relationships. Because this is definitely a card of happy family in the house of family. So perhaps, you're and again, with Bastet over here too, which can be the house of the father, maybe there's going to be a very pleasant family visit that's coming up. I mean, not everybody's family dynamic is the same, but definitely there just seems to be this idea of comfort and enjoyment in the home. Maybe if it's not family, it could also just be bringing friends to your home and things like that. So let's see what our clarifiers say here. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you've got with the first house with Wing Disc in the first house, you've got the Ace of C. So this is almost like a new, this is a new beginning emotionally. It can be new love sometimes when the Ace of C comes up. So maybe if somebody's got a new relationship or newly in love, I mean, we do see this over here, and we do see it with the Strength card. So I'm feeling like that a relationship may be your strength right now. Like if you have met somebody new and you're happy, this may be giving you a very much more positive outlook on life. If it's not a love relationship, then at least it seems to be something here that is very satisfying to you emotionally. There is some kind of relationship here that is helping you feel strong, or maybe you have to be the strong person for somebody in a relationship. But I just feel like, yeah, there's some kind of significant partnership here, which either this person is kind of your rock, or maybe you are for them. But definitely there seems to be some emotional satisfaction with regard to that. Okay. So when it comes to finances, okay, we have the High Priestess with Sirius. So I don't know, there could be some uncertainty with regard to money. There may be a sense of like, I'm not really sure where things are going to go. If there's been a change or a new beginning of some kind, maybe you're not really sure how this is going to play out in the long term. But again, Sirius says breadth of vision. This may be a situation where you need to think differently or think outside the box. Or even if it's in a short term, it seems like it may be a little bit of a challenge. It does seem like it's going to be okay. Like the work that you put into it is going to be worthwhile. So yeah, it does require a little bit of work and endurance, but usually Sirius is more just like, okay, this is the red tape I have to go through that's taking some time, and then things are going to be fine, So there's that kind of an energy there. I do wonder over here if this legal issue, it's interesting because you've got the Sky King and the Sky Queen between the fourth house and this. So I don't know if there's something going on with legal matters or finances in family. And again, I'm not necessarily saying that means there's a problem. It could be the settling of an estate. It could be, I don't know. There could be, you could be buying a family house or something. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. But we have Sky Queen and Sky King here. And these cards both show up when there's a very kind of clinical, non-emotional standpoint, or maybe even a very cynical standpoint sometimes when these cards show up. They're all thought and the feelings are kind of taken out of it. So I don't know. There could be some kind of an administrative matter or something where decisions have to be made, both legally and also perhaps in connection to family. Now, Queen of Swords, I don't know if this is, if you have a mother who is, or a significant female family member who is an earth sign, not earth sign, an air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Again, does not have to be, but this is there's definitely somebody here who is, I don't know, just kind of adjust the facts kind of a person, being very decisive without bringing emotions in. But the fact that I have this happy family card with it makes me think that maybe you're making decisions are needing to be made, seeing through anybody's BS and kind of doing things, for the good of the family or the good of the family structure. And with the King of Sky King up here with Crook and Flail, actually the Sky King too could be a person. This could be a lawyer or another professional, somebody who has this legal status. And again, this could also have to do with school. This could do with a professor or somebody like that. Somebody with status that may be conferring status upon you or helping you out with a legal matter. So, so take that as it resonates here. But there's very strong intellectual energy here. So I'm inclined to think if it's not law that this has to do with education or doing something to further your education or dealing with somebody on that level. Very strong intellectual energy in terms of how you're expanding yourself, expanding your horizons. Okay, so let's go back down to the Mercury house where we have Anubis. Like I said, this is you kind of protecting yourself. Now you have it with the Sea Tom, which is the Knight of Cups. So this suggests to me that there could be an invitation coming. Again, with Knight of Cups, you get the cat showing his belly. So this is a warm, fuzzy kind of emotional thing. Whatever it is, it's an invitation. Sometimes it's a love invitation, or it could just be somebody with whom there is an emotional connection, somebody who likes you, likes your work very much, or something like that, who may be offering you an opportunity. And but I don't know. There's a sense here that maybe you're keeping your boundaries right now, and certainly any new opportunities. There's also the chance too. I should note before I continue that thought, is that with Mercury retrograde, sometimes people from the past come back. So there could be somebody else coming around from the past. This is not particularly a card of the past, but there is the chance that somebody could be coming around from the past with an offer, and maybe you are keeping your boundaries up. And yeah, we've also got this energy of the Sky Queen. It's kind of the fool me once, shame on you, will fool me twice. That kind of a thing. So Again, I don't necessarily get a negative vibe here, but I do know that relationships that begin during Mercury retrograde tend to only last the duration of Mercury retrograde. So if somebody's coming back around with something, this would be the time to set your boundaries, to protect yourself. Negotiation is fine, because this is a card of negotiation and friendliness. It's certainly a decision at least should be put off until after December 15th, when the retrograde is over. Okay, so we talked about the twins with the strength card here. Now, if I look at the 5th house, which would have to do with love affairs and also with creativity, okay, you have the 7 of Sky with Osiris. So this is interesting, because this seems to indicate, if you're looking for love, this could be somebody who is not on your radar, okay? Or they're being very secretive about their interest in you. And with Osiris here, this person could be a Sagittarius, could be somebody, again, who is... this has strong Emperor vibes, so somebody who is a leader of some sort or has leadership qualities. Yeah, I would say Sagittarius or Aries if you're going to look at a sign, but it doesn't have to be those signs. Yeah, there's just definitely something here, like you are, I don't know, or maybe you're very solidly in a place where you're looking at something, and this is telling you that you may, if you're looking for love, it may be coming from a place that you're not expecting. As you can see, this cat is looking at all these birds, but there's a mouse creeping up behind him, and then the other cat goes in and takes the mouse because this cat's not looking. So yeah, there's this kind of a sense that, again, there's this sense that something's going on that maybe you're not seeing, or that people are not telling you with regard to either love. Could have to do with a child too in the 5th house, or a creative project. And I don't know, since I'm seeing this solid strength over here with the twins, this might have to do with something else. But I would say that those of you who are looking for love, yeah, I don't know. It could be that somebody who will be a pillar of strength for you is there, but maybe you're just not really seeing them right now. That could be part of it too. But again, with retrograde, things aren't clear. So things maybe become clear after that. Okay, so let's look at your career houses. 6th house, I had mentioned pyramid here. Like I said, this could have to do with health, because 6th house is health, service in terms of job or things that you might be working at. Can also be a house of worry. But you have this with the Sea King. Okay, so for some of you, maybe this is going to be a relationship from work, because Sea King definitely seems to be like the King of Cups. There's definitely a strong love vibe there. But again, something where maybe there's a test situation, maybe someone's testing the waters, or maybe this is something that's going to grow over time. But this could also just be, remember we have this Knight, the Sea Tom over here. So I don't know, maybe somebody is offering you something in terms of work, or wanting to work with you, and maybe there's an emotional connection there. And yeah, there's definitely a sense of testing here with pyramids. So I can't help but hearing like testing the waters. So I don't know if somebody is looking to work with you, and may have other reasons for wanting to work with you. You don't have to look at this negatively. It's not a negative thing, but I think that there may be somebody who just, perhaps respects you in your work, but may also respect you in other ways as well. May feel certainly at least a strong emotional thing, but yeah, there's definitely, this also, it's a possibility that this person could be Cancer, could be, so that would be, in terms of water signs, yeah, it would either be Cancer, Scorpio, or your own sign, Pisces. So I don't know. There's definitely something strongly emotional coming up here, something where you feel like you're being tested, or something that's going to take time. So yeah, that doesn't have a strong health vibe, unless what it's saying is that there could be some emotional things that could be causing some psychosomatic health issues. Because you do have Lotus in the 12th house, and actually you have it with the 4 of Swords, or the 4 of Sky in this one. So yeah, so maybe there has been some psychosomatic illness recently too. That's quite possible. But yeah, but I don't know. But given the strength of this relationship, it could just be that there's going to be a love relationship. Sometimes that's the thing. If we feel like we're isolated, that can add to our stress. If we feel like we have somebody who has our back, that can ease our stress and can ease physical symptoms too. So I don't know. There could be an element of that too for some people. But whatever it is, you definitely have this figure here, whether this is another person. I feel like this could be an outside person, but whoever it is, they're very favorably inclined towards you emotionally. Maybe somebody who has their emotions under control, or maybe makes you feel good. maybe they're understanding, whatever. And again, there's a masculine vibe to this, but doesn't have to be a man. And yeah, there's definitely a sense that somebody's either testing something or there's something that's going to come to fruition in time. Now, if I look at your actual career house, okay, you've got the Three of Pentacles here. They call this Three of Earth, and you got the big bug that they're all looking at here. And you've got it with Bast. So this almost, so again, there's that social element to this. I feel like there's going to be a collaboration in terms of whatever work you're doing. There's people who are trying to come together to work on something. And this is also about kind of recognition for what you're doing. Again, this is a card of recognition, and so is this. So I feel like something that you're working on or working towards, you're starting to get recognized for. If this is in fact creative work, then there's people who are actually noticing the stuff that you're doing. And so either whatever this means down here, it does seem like there are people who are very favorably disposed to you, and that you're going to see the results of what's going on in time if you're not seeing them at this point. Okay, so with the air card here, we have the Ace of Earth, or Ace of Pentacles. So this seems like potentially a new financial beginning of some kind. And again, seeing this legal thing over here, I don't know, maybe somebody's incorporating, or I don't know, maybe there's something that's being figured out here in terms of a business partnership or something. Maybe that's what this has to do with. It's possible. But there's definitely a sense here of, with Ace of Earth, that there's some kind of a new beginning for security, for finances. And it seems like there are messages coming in about that, and you may be getting messages from Spirit as well. So I don't know. I feel like what you're about to enter into a new beginning and a new type of security. Remember, you also have the Ace of Sea in the first house. So there's definitely the sense that you are at the beginning of things. There seems to be this very solid relationship that if it's not here yet, maybe it's something that's going to come in. And it seems like there's things you're figuring out with regard to work. There could be some partnerships, could be some offers here. And maybe some stuff, that needs to be sorted out with family as well. We're looking at this down here. Let's look at your 11th house, your Aquarian house. Like I said, we had Hathor, but we have it with the Four of Earth. So this suggests to me that there could be a feminine energy here, but I feel more like this is you decluttering and getting organized. Four of Earth is about taking control of your space. It's a card of power, and also just kind of staying put, staying where you are right now. And frequently when we're just staying put, that's when we're just more worried about organizing the space that we're in and getting the details squared away. So right now it's like, I don't feel like you're moving forward with a lot of things, but you're kind of trying to stay where you are until some of this is figured out. Now I did the 12th house already. Let's see, is there any houses that I've missed? I think I've covered everything. Overall, with water, you have the Three of Swords. Okay, so there's definitely a sense that there may be a separating of paths here. That maybe you felt alone, maybe you're going it alone, or you've been going it alone. But if that's the case, there's definitely a whole lot here that's suggesting that that's not going to stay the case. There's a sense of there's separation from something. It doesn't have to be from a person. I feel like with this could also be a separation from a job. It could be a separation from I don't know, just something that was maybe family stuff, because the way that I'm seeing this playing out. For some people, maybe there was a recent divorce or something, and maybe there's a new relationship. I don't know. But there definitely seems like there's some kind of a separation or a healing from a separation that's occurring right now. But with water, again, it's encouraging you to go with the flow. Okay, it's telling you to not whatever's going on right now. Again, with all of this kind of sluggish energy that's coming in over the next couple of weeks, there's definitely the sense that you want to be attending to business. And and just being cautious, and even though it seems like you are in a very good place and feeling very good, I feel like there is this sense of taking a time out to recover from stress and just going with the flow, because it just seems like there's been some kind of a stress recently that, even though I think maybe you're feeling pretty good right now, or maybe you will be very soon, and there looks like there could be some opportunities here. I do feel like the changes that are coming up, you want to, for right now, you want to think carefully and make sure that you're taking some time out to to heal, to take care of yourself before you jump into something new. But the new will be coming, and messages will be coming in about that. But yeah, so right now, I think like with everybody else, it's telling you, you know, the good stuff is coming. All these possibilities are starting to develop. Like I said, you have this 3 energy. You're having these opportunities coming in. But I think ultimately you need to just right now, I would say just go with the flow. That seems to be the main thing that it's telling you to do right now, and make sure that you're fully healed before you move forward in certain things. So yeah, so that's the reading that you have, Pisces. It's a little slightly amorphous this time, but hopefully that was helpful. If you did find this reading useful, do give a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about future videos if you have not already. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.